Uganda, like many African countries, has experienced numerous wars and violent conflicts involving local, national, and transnational actors. Notable of these conflicts include the LRA and Alice Lakwena Wars in northern and eastern Uganda, the ADF War and recurrent resource and ethno-political conflicts mainly in the Rwenzori region and the Luwero conflicts. These violent conflicts caused painful memories and left profoundly negative impacts on the lives of women and girls during and after the conflicts.
We lost our humanity even. We as a women, we have been adopted when we were a child. Again, from there you will get a husband and produce with you a child also. We have been forced to be ex-combatant these days, fighting without knowing the region, why they are fighting. They force you to do anything, any wicked thing you can do, just to make you survive. Like in other camps, they will take you to fight and kill many people there without knowing why you are doing that. I don't know if because of how rebels distract the world, I don't know.
What happened to me? My mother was in school in Abondero Girls. By that time, the rebels attacked them in school. They took her to the bush. She gave birth to me when she was in the bush. She told me that she came back when I was 2 years old at home here. All these stories, she's the one who told me. Now, in 2018, my mother died. Now I'm staying with my grandmother. There is no way she can take care of me. Up to now, I'm living with her. I'm the one who is taking care of her. I gave birth to one child, but I cannot be able to keep her. I don't have ability, I don't have anything to take care of my child.
They took us in the captivity and we came back with the children. So our main problem is the children, and as I talk right now, most of us, we are facing about children because we don't know their clans, and from there their father did not tell us where they come from, and as I talk right now, we are now together with our children.
ID ma ikonkane ki mio awinyu do awinya ma ki wale ne umiero ruot me Uganda umene wa ID paloten ma be wa foi ma da ka gini ani ada bitime me choko chunwa ni loten wa be ki ID pen pol loten ma pe ki ID ko be ki tika wa gini gen ene ya go me guru site nyomi no dan Uganda ato loten wa ne I am
a landmine survivor. An explosion happened on our way to school. So, on realizing, I found myself in the hospital, which is Kagando Hospital. I had to stop schooling, especially to my side. I felt bad because my age mates, my younger sisters and brothers were still at least going to school, but for me, I was now on the sick bay. I remained with some of the fragments in my body because I lost my left leg. So I continued with that situation, but good enough, I managed to reach up to senior 4. But during my senior 4, still the stamp was disturbing me. Again, I was taken back to the hospital remove the fragments. In the same way, I lost friends. People could think I cannot help them. Instead, I could seek help from them. So helping me all the time, they could see it as if I'm burdening them.
ADF ekataha karugutu hanu abantu tukairuka tuwasige ebintu abandi bakafa obu twasigire ebintu twagenda twakampinga Fort Portal. Obu twakampingire Fort Portal orutaro obu rwahoiremu tukasanga ebintu ebindi babibire tukaija twahika twasangamuka hatakyaliyo kantu kona bagenzi baitu abandi bakaba bafire so tukaba tutaina hakutandikira tukatandika bushaka ebintu byona bitwali tuina ebintu byona tukasanga byona babirutingire babibire
ese anu twabera bo mabitsu binene kutsibu nibinene kutsibu situte ekyaramba kucyosi cyosi situkiwite abana nabandi tu babranda kibiri kabura nerusoma ko bakasoma sibatu abangene fees.
Obulema bwa ADF bukaija kianda na manana by then kandi musini ya 4 tukaba turiyo ntukora moka sahegi negi mama wanga abazaire bange bona bakaba bamaze kubatwara kubatembesa urusozi baba batembesa urusozi baba wanga atagaruke no kugaruka ogu bakamuitiraho mama wanga akaraba mu bingi muno kyonka akasurviving ekimu halibyo abantu abandi bakaba baloha abakazi bakabahamba babahambire bamara kubahamba abandi basiga babaita ekikatalabaniza muno obwomezi bwa mama wange kandi nanyowe bagenzi bange bona bakatwarwa n'abandi sazuno timanyira habali obunkujuka story gini sasa muno
oyo wahekawa na barebu aba ADF muna hekwa ingawute myaka 8 ingachina mwana mulere myaka 8 nero muna be omwo musitu mtu alaba mwashambere esikalire omwo myaka ya 8 eyo iningenda mwachalo tukayaheke byalya itwaenda tukabona tukahekana ebyuma bakatuhekaya na masesi itwaenda munaunza emyaka 6 ingani umoli.
In 2004, over 300 people were massacred and they are buried in the same grave. I'm a victim of LRA war, that is Kony. I became a victim, but then I was still at school. I heard from school that all my people were killed. They were staying in the camp. So when I heard, I was nervous. Some survived the fire and they were taken to the hospital. So when I went to get the clear information from the hospital, I got so many people were wounded and so many people were dying. So from there, I became a victim because my parents all died during the massacre. So after that, I couldn't continue schooling because some of our siblings were left and even there was no one to pay our school fees.
Ana lumbi maha tutumia riadai. Maha bal kori. Na kwana class ria. Ata would bedi lum. Bedi kuna chala ba pidi. Taika o maha para dai. Ngata nuwa pidi tene ta wa kaka. Ta binu ria ye wa lain. Ta me yu shaadun ta chakuru. Yer wadung. Karena ta chak bedi dakho ati maha para ngwen. Tira tena chioli mal me kidum luon yu kala. ate nyala te luo ni ashan lum kunu ate bedo da ate yaj mo atutumia ria angwen ko ate nyala mo atutumia ria bi te luo ni awuma ute binu waka otor la jon imatori yedun te ber gwaka kunu pi chabir ria pi nu yo petia ba ta kwanye kunu ta kala de kamla logi ta ya kamla logi dong ta chwala report pa shi kanu ta wa ma ke de gali enda duoga ti pa shi na shani atu kanana ti berieni ber pa shi dan ma wila pe leb dong pa shu kan po ber anymalna ti kanu luoni abal kor lebi komutena na winyu let atia kor tunga dano kan po ber anymalna atia kor tunga dano.
These and more conflicts created negative and long-term effects, mainly on female victims at both individual and community levels.
Talking about issues of women who have gone through conflicts, I think it's a common phenomenon that everywhere, normally whenever conflicts happen, less attention is paid to women as a special group of victims of conflicts. And as an organization which is working specifically on transitional justice issues, we realize that most of the spaces available for TJ are actually male-dominated. The NGOs and women actually lack space to speak for themselves. We are trying as much as we can to put some spaces and platforms through which women can explain their plight to the duty bearers, both at the local, at the regional and at the national level. And we are trying to bring out the voices of women at all levels so that the duty bearers and whoever is concerned can actually pay attention, because women are a special group when it comes to victimhood. Women have special needs. Women need special attention. And as RFPJ, we are trying as much as we can to bring their plight to the world, to tell the world that we have a special category of people that need attention.
Female victims have oftentimes shared their personal experiences and stories as one way of fostering internal healing and advocating for transitional justice. Their stories relate to physical injuries, emotional trauma, loss of lives, and livelihood deprivation, which, coupled with other pre-existing gender inequalities, have exacerbated women and girls' social and economic vulnerabilities.
Children who have come as children are now fathers. And we are wondering, do we engage their fathers, or we engage the children who are the fathers right now because they're also fathers of other children, or do we engage the children of the fathers? So the issues are complex, very complex, that as Foundation for Justice and Development Initiative, we can't handle it single-handedly. A lot of issues came up. We have had the war coming in several years, but also right now we have a silent war that is still going in the heads of those, the minds and the heads of those who have come back. Basically in trauma, where you sit with somebody and then they're like, did you call me? And you're like, I didn't call you. So we still have a lot of battles that are going on in the heads of the people, even if the guns are silent. Outside, they might be silent, but inside the heads of the people, the guns are still screaming and shouting. There are still a lot of shootings and battles.
But all in that, as a woman, which affects me a lot, being a child mother, coming home with a child whose the parents, you don't know their home even properly. The nationality for your child is not there. And from home even, they see as you have brought a problem to them. And that one also, has blocked our marriage, our future marriage. Because knowing your background, that one alone can start bringing stigmatization, abusal, insult, all this. And you cannot tolerate, you will just withdraw that marriage.
In the next episode, we bring you more voices of women explaining their plight and what remains to be done to address their challenges.